the Too Many Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That He. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast. Uh-oh. Dude. I can't hear you, Tony. I don't know if it's me or you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. There you go.
All right. So, again, it's your host with the most, Tony May, Lavelle Salter. What it do, my guy?
What's up, bro?
I can't call it, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, bro.
Hey man, somebody one of the podcast dude named D Smith, man. He said he said, man, all I want to do, man, is get older, man. And somebody say, man, he said, what's up, bro? He's like, I can't call it. What do that mean? Hey, yeah, bro, I can't call it.
I can't call it, my guy. That's what the old folks say. Hey, what up, Tony, man? I can't call it.
I don't know. I don't even know where it came from, but it is what it is. We saying it now here.
What I'm saying is, we good with some ebonic type stuff, man. We make up some sayings now.
Mm-hmm.
We make up some sayings. So I definitely understand. Like, they know what it meant.
Right.
Hey, watch out there now. Watch out there now. Man, we got another good one for y'all today, man. This one right here, bro.
Yeah, I know. When you seen this reel, I said, yeah, he gonna talk about this one.
Well, this one rubbed me the wrong way on so many levels, man. Because this is what's wrong with our kids nowadays. And the parents not putting them in their place right then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my question today is, should single women allow their preteen or teenage sons to interfere in relationships or potential relationships? Should single women allow their preteen or teenage sons to interfere with potential relationships or relationships?
Well, I would say this. It's too bad we can't play it. But there was a bishop, and he called himself Bishop Bullwinkle. And he had a song that said, hell no!
Oh. Man, but when I tell you this is what's wrong on so many levels. This is what's wrong on so many levels with our children right now. I just can't even tell you, bro. Like, we're not allowing these children to be children, bro. They they stepping out their place, and then we're not saying nothing. We just allowing them to step out of their place, and we're not putting them back in their place.
Yep.
And so it's a huge problem, and it's because I saw a video yesterday where a young teenage girl was in school. She was just in the teacher face talking crazy, and that teacher was way more patient than I would have been.
Yeah, I saw that.
To the fact that she actually just started swinging on the teacher. Once the teacher walked out the room and said, "Hey, y'all come get her," and the teacher walked back, the girl grabbed the teacher by her collar and started swinging on her. Now, and she got what she deserved when she swung on her, but it took a lot. And then, you know, there will be some parents saying, "Well, she shouldn't have put her hand on her." When she put her hands on me, all the teenager child stuff went out the window.
Yeah, it's over with. It's a done deal.
It's over with.
Yeah. You play stupid games. You play stupid games, you get stupid rewards, my nigga.
Yeah, I don't condone violence, man, on no level, as it relates to with anything, man. I don't condone violence, man. But you know, sometimes they have to F around and find out.
And what you said. Preach, preacher.
So should single women allow their
you didn't even have to say single because the married folks doing it too. Hell.
Well, yeah, but I want to focus more on the single.
Yeah, I know you did,
because it's a lot of times you think they gonna know why they can't find a good dude or they can't keep a good dude, and this is why.
Yeah.
Should single women allow their preteen or teenage sons to interfere in their relationships or potential relationships? I'm gonna say no, man. Like a child should stay in a child's place. If I'm the adult in the situation and somebody approaches me, I don't need my child speaking of me. I'm grown. I speak for myself. You sit down, son. This not your business. Sit down. First of all, the first thing, I'm gonna play the video. Because the first thing, y'all gonna notice probably a couple of things wrong right off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll let y'all tell me. Good morning, Pops. Should single women allow their preteen or teenage sons to interfere with their relationships or potential relationships? Let me play the video.
The caption said, "Was the son wrong or right?" Let's check it out. We'll come back and talk about it.
My name is Cortez.
My name is Lucky.
So you don't need to be pumping the guy by yourself.
I know.
Where you from?
No, I'm from Tampa.
That's a boyfriend?
No, that's my son.
What's up, little man? How you doing?
What you got going on, bro?
Oh, you a little aggressive. Damn.
What you got going on, bro? I don't need to play like that.
Hey, man, hey, what's up? How old you live?
You don't even got to worry about that, but you get some wrong, bro.
Well, you a big jit, boy.
Also, now you're protective. Nah, they get treacherous right here, bro.
Hey, I'm just trying to pump your mama gas, man. That's it, homie.
I got it. So why
And I got kids your age.
So the question is, was he wrong or right? To me, there was a couple things wrong with this situation. Let's start with the mother. The mother was wrong because why is this little boy in the car while you pumping the gas? See, a lot of you women will raise the same man that you hate. You out here pumping the gas, and this little boy is sitting in here playing on his phone. He gonna do the same thing when he get a chick, and you're training him to do that. But then y'all sit here and come online talking about y'all want a man to do this, a man to do that, a man to do this. But this is why these men don't do it. These little boys don't learn that stuff on their own. Someone has to teach them how to do that. And I'm pretty sure ain't no better at home. This little boy ain't taking out the trash, cutting the grass. He ain't doing nothing. He's at home playing PlayStation. That's what he's doing. So I do blame the mother for that. And the fact that she's sitting up there smiling the whole time while he's talking to dude. When she should have told him to get back in the car, she got this. Because clearly she was in a situation where she was trying to have a conversation with another adult. But no, she sat up there smiling, watching him do it because it made her feel good that her son was trying to protect her. And I understand that. Some women like that. But guess what? That same little boy who's trying to stop you from getting harmed, he's going to be the same one who stops you from getting the man. Now, let's talk about the little boy. I'm not mad at the little boy for trying to protect his mom. That's what he's supposed to do. I just want this little boy to understand that those words have actions. You can't just be saying anything to anybody. Talking about get from around here. It's treacherous over here. He sounds like Jody from Baby Boy to me. Just talking tough, but don't mean anything he has to say. You remember Jody was talking real tough to Melvin, put his hands on him.
That's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
And all that went out the window. To me, it sounds like a little boy who's never had to deal with consequences. So learning how to speak to people, learning how to act around people is big. Because if that man was off his rocker, he could have took that little boy's aggression a different way. And another thing that I found funny is when the man said, I'm just trying to pump her gas. He said, don't worry about it. I got it. But at the same time, he ain't grab a nozzle. He didn't even turn around to look like he was going to grab the nozzle because he really didn't have it. That's why I say he's just talking. He doesn't mean anything he's saying. Now let's talk about the dude trying to holler. I don't have a problem with anything he did. He rolled up. He was trying to talk to the mother. The little boy popped out of nowhere like. So the man was just doing what he was supposed to do. Now the only thing I would say to the man is, if you sign up for that package, if you sign up to go forward trying to holler at that mother, knowing that the little boy's there, that's on you because you already know what kind of situation that's going to be. He already think he's the man in the house. You think he's going to make it easy for you to come into that household and take over his position? Nah, it's going to be more drama in there than one of those reality shows. It's going to be a fight. And I ain't got time to be fighting with no 12-year-old. If you want to do it, you have at it. Just know what you're signing up for. But those are just my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time. The caption said, was the son.
No, Doc. It ain't going down. I'm sorry.
So there were a couple of things. The first thing is clearly what he pointed out. This woman's out here pumping gas, and her preteen teenage son that looked like he ain't gonna grown when he got out the car, sitting in the car, on his phone or whatever he's doing while his mom out there pumping the gas. So she ain't teaching him how to be no man. But see, this is where I have a problem with women always talking about. Now, a woman can raise a boy and teach him how to be a man. No, because if you was, you would told him, you get out there and pump that gas, because that's what you're supposed to be doing as the man. You get out there and pump that gas. I shouldn't be at the. But he's sitting in the car twiddling his thumb while she pumping the gas. So that's the first.
Yeah.
So when the guy approaches her and said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm so and so. You know, hey, you shouldn't be out here pumping your gas. Let me pump your gas." And then instantly, the young man jumped out the car. Man, what's up? I got this. And then he tried to introduce himself to the young man. First, he asked it later. He said, "Is that your boyfriend?" She said, "No, that's my son." And he was like, "Hey, what's up, little man? I'm so and so. He was like, "Man, get out of here. Get away from around here. It's treacherous around here. Da. We don't get down like, he talking all tough. And if the dude was, and he could have been, I ain't saying the dude ain't gangster.
Right.
Like the man that was approaching a woman, because he could have took that another kind of way, and she would have been putting the little boy on the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Or he probably could have killed her and the son. Unalive. I'm sorry. Unalive. I got to say the right stuff. Unalive. He could have unalived the son and her. So that situation, man, like could have went a whole nother level. And all the dude was just simply trying to do was talk to the lady. They was having an adult conversation. He wasn't doing anything wrong. But as the commentator alluded to, once he saw how that young man was acting, I would have been, and then that the mother wasn't saying, "Hey, sit back, I got this," I would have left it out and said, "Well, you have a good day, ma'am."
Well, she tried to say something, and you could tell that this ain't the first time this could happen.
He overprotective. He.
Yeah, come on now.
No, she should have told him, "Get your butt back in that car. This ain't what it is. You get back in that car. You don't run nothing over here."
I think it was Kitty on the tonight's conversation. I think she said, and I want to make sure I'm saying it correct. I think she said a lot of the times, what's sad is that it's almost like these mothers are dating their sons.
Right.
And that's what's so detrimental, because you're gonna mess around when you become an adult. You ain't gonna know how to be your own man, and you want to be mothered. You know what I mean? And that ain't your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it was Kayla Price in Stokely said, "I ain't your mama." Whatever, however that song go, I forget how the song go. But anyway, yeah.
I just feel like what Like when the little boy popped out the car and he extended his hand to the little boy started talking crazy. And the mama did not correct him at that point. I would say, hey man, you have a great day. Because I wouldn't even want to continue that conversation if I was trying to get to know her. I wouldn't even want to continue that conversation. Because if he's acting like that now, what is he gonna do when I show up at the house or I come over there to visit her or whatever? He gonna be acting like he the man of the house.
Correct. She still, the dude in the commentary said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so, to be honest with you, I didn't even listen to the commentary. I was so distracted at first. I just fully listened to the commentary just then.
Right.
I was so distracted by the little boy, so angry by the little boy popping out and getting tough. I was like, and the woman just sitting there not saying nothing, grinning and smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And the little boy may have thought he was doing the right thing to protect his mother, but that's stay out of wrong.
He was disrespectful in more ways than one. He was disrespectful to his mama.
And to the guy.
Let me back up. He was disrespectful to himself for letting his mama be getting in there out there pumping their gas unless she said otherwise. Number 2, he was disrespectful to his mama. Number 3, he was disrespectful to that gentleman. Period.
And then too, like, I don't know his father's situation, his dad's situation, but it could have been one of those situations too. And I ain't trying to make excuses for him, cause I don't to be honest with you, I don't fault the little boy. I'm like the commentator, I don't fault the little boy, cause he's clearly doing what he's been allowed to do.
Absolutely.
So I don't necessarily fault. That's bad parenting. I don't necessarily fault the young man. I mean, I do, because everything you do in life has a consequence, whether good or bad, right or wrong. But so he has to accept some accountability for his actions. But he wouldn't be at that point if his mom wouldn't allow him to do that. That's why. See, this is why women keep getting the argument that they can't raise young boys. This is why they keep getting the argument.
Right.
Phyllis says maybe she used him to ward off men she's not interested in.
No.
That truly wasn't the case, because if that was the case, when the dude walked up talking, she was grinning in his face. She clearly she was having a conversation. She didn't say, "Hey, no, sir, I got it. I'm good." When you ain't interested, you're gonna say something like that, and then you keep on. Then the little boy can get out. Then maybe it might be justified.
Yeah, because you can tell this gentleman here, he wasn't on no. Damn, baby, ooh wee.
He wasn't on none of that. But what I was getting ready to say is, I don't know if his father or was in his life or whatever, but it could be one of those situations where his father told him, "You the man. I ain't there no more. You got to take care of your mama. Watch out for your mama. Look out for your mama." It could have been one thing what dad just told.
Yeah, because whenever we had these little snippets and tidbits like this, you only can kind of like add your commentary thought process on what it is, because we don't know the whole story.
Yeah,
but
we ain't in his house living his life.
Right, but based upon what we saw, the part of it is this messed up is that that's gonna damage that young man as life proceeds.
And that lady, she ain't gonna never have a good relationship. Never.
Yep.
She ain't gonna never have a good morning, Queen. But if she was interested, she would have told the child to get back in the car. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Especially if she ain't disciplined already. You gonna say something now? No, that wasn't gonna work.
This is ain't no different than that video we saw where the woman showed up at her baby daddy's house and trying to tell this woman not to discipline her child when the child being disrespectful there, and he didn't talk to her, you know. And the lady said, "I'm paying the bills, and she in my house, she gonna respect me like she in my house."
Period.
You know,
Yep.
it's kind of like then the woman sitting there saying, "Well, when she with me," and he said, "You probably let her do whatever she want to do if she at your house. She at your house 24/7."
Mm-hmm.
So this clearly looking at without any other context other than the video that we saw, the snippet we saw. Clearly, this young man is doing whatever the hell he want to do at the house.
Yep.
When he want to, how he want to, just by the way he was acting, disrespecting his mama, getting out. First of all, disrespecting his mama by not getting out pumping that gas.
And then what the gentleman said, he said, this is what he said. He said, is this your man? Because you do got somebody, he looked like he was too young, but you got somebody young, these older women.
But she looked kind of young in the face, but so that's why
So,
he asked the question.
But he was very respectful to the young man, you know what I'm saying? And so just at the gate, dude, you wrong. Because like you say, me, I'll rough and choke shit out you. Screw my
Well, no, I'm not gonna go that far, but cause unless he, get him in my personal space and put his hands on me, then he finna,
He was headed that way. We went for the gas pump.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to go that way. He was standing on side mama talking stuff. He wasn't. If he was really about that business, he would have crossed over that rope, crossed over that little gas pump, bro. And he wasn't about that business. Like the dudes at the commentary, he was strictly talking. He was doing some of that baby boy stuff.
Yeah.
That Jody stuff. Queen says, interested or not, he should stay in a child's place. I get it because Junior don't like when men, he'll look at me and let alone talk to me. But he say something in the car to me about it when adults have a conversation. That's what it should be. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now if the guy, if the boy say in the car and when the mom got back in the car, mama, who that do? What did the dude say? Now that's different. But you getting out the car and this man clearly is having an adult conversation. No, he not bothered mom. He just simply asks a question. He not being negative. He not being nasty. He not, and you just get out, and he probably couldn't hear what the dude said anyway because the door was closed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it wasn't like the window was down.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them you trying to protect mama and keep dude away from around mama. And even just like you say, it's almost like these women are dating their sons now. And then she just grinning, he. Instead of her saying, hey, get back in that car. You don't do that when I'm out here talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then that might would have let me know, okay, well, she got that situation under control. Let me continue the conversation. But because she acted the way she acted, he just protected. He. I'd have been like, well, you and your son have a great life. Holla at you. Deuces.
Mm-hmm.
You and your son have a fantastic life. I'm out of here.
Yeah, too. I always wanted to. It's kind of on the subject, off the subject. How stuff like this just all of a sudden get recorded? Who thought was it to record this?
The dude could have, and again, it could have been a skit.
Right.
It could have been a skit. But like me, you got people now. They people being cautious, bro. I'm gonna show y'all this. People being cautious nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
This is a body cam. Clamps on you. Like he could have literally had something on him like this, whatever. Just recording, talking to her. Just, because people now trying to protect themselves in all instances when they talking to people and they police pull up, they got their own little body cams on like the police. So, he could have had one of these little body cams on anything. So these things, man, you can get them on TikTok Shop and other places for little nothing. Phyllis said, boys are naturally overprotective of their moms, and you have to definitely have that conversation with them. Mm-hmm.
Yes and no, because it's a difference between being overly protective and being disrespectful. I would say that because my mom would.
It's a fine line between that.
Yeah. My mom would slap me. Get your ass back in the car.
Because Lil Tony was very overprotective of his mom and sister. Now he didn't get in nobody's business. Somebody trying to talk. But like we went to the store one time. I was telling you, it was me, Taj, and him and Monk. We was walking to Walmart or something, and this little guy was trying to talk to Taj. And he, hey, little mama, how you doing? You know, and Taj kept walking, and he was like, "F you then, B." And Lil Tony did a U-turn, and I grabbed him, pulled him back, and I said, "Nah, we ain't doing that." I said, and I said it loud enough. I said, "Long as he stay over the way he at, he don't come over here with that mess. He good." Kept walking.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Some people record all the time, never know what you exactly, Queen. That's what I'm saying. You know, people walking around there because they trying to protect themselves. You never know how, you know, it ain't always the cameras on the buildings outside of places that catch incidents and stuff that goes on. Man, just people catch it.
Yeah.
I was watching the video yesterday where it was like it looked like chaotic, but it looked like a girl shot a police officer. And she on somebody recording it, and they didn't shot the girl. Clearly, the police officer like he was walking away, and she shot him.
Yeah, I just watched it this morning. They said the dude had a heart. The dude lady, it looked like a lady, but it was like man. But they said she had a heart. He or she had a heart attack. So she didn't shoot him.
I don't know.
To me. I heard some noise that sound like some pink. But they said the officer had a heart attack.
Well, I don't know. I can just only go by what you know. I just seen the chaos, and it did look like she did something with it. I said,
right. That's why I go read the comments because I don't like to just assume anything.
No, I just saw it, and I was like, damn, if she did that, she finna go to jail. Well, I did read a couple of comments. They was like, that's her last night at the club.
I always go to the comments and see what's going on.
They was like, this is gonna be her last night at the club hanging out.
Right, what?
So I don't know, but yeah, people can record all the time, man. You know, so you know, I know it's a lot of skits going on because everybody out here trying to be influencers and create content. So it's a lot of stuff. But to be honest, I couldn't tell if that was a skit or not because it looked pretty organic to me.
It did.
You know, and sometimes, but I mean, they could be really good at what they could have rehearsed it 3 or 4 times. I don't know. But it looked pretty daggone organic to me. And a lot of times when something looks too organic, you know, it ain't. You can kind of tell them skits because they be looking almost. But then you got to listen to this too. That as people get, you know, they doing this stuff over and over again, they get good at it. They become actors and actresses.
That's true.
So I ain't gonna say that they wasn't skitting. It could have been a skit that was just a really well rehearsed skit. I don't know, but it seemed pretty organic to me.
Well, a lot of points came out of it.
Yeah. Point number 1, he should have had his behind out there pumping the gas instead of his mama. Then maybe the guy would have never approached the car.
Right.
You know. 2, the man was very respectful when the young man got the car. He said, "Oh, is that your man?" She said, "No, that's my son." He's like, "Oh, okay. What's up, what's up, young man?" Oh, no, he said, "Little man. What's up, little man?" "Oh, man, you can get away around here. We ain't doing that over here, man. It's treacherous around here." He was like, "What?" He's like, "How old are you?" "It don't matter how old I am." He's like, "Man, I got kids your age." You know what I'm saying? So he let them know right then, I don't play with other folk kids. I got kids your age.
Yeah. But you know what? I was watching David Banner yesterday on last night on Big Boy podcast, and this another issue is that you know they call you OG, Unc, whatever. Certain things when you was younger, you just didn't do. Are you gonna get popped in the chest, popped in the mouth? You know what I'm saying? And he said something that was very profound. He said the younger generation is not looking out for the OGs, and vice versa. Now we scared of. We won't even say nothing to them. You know, but nah,
yeah, and that's why they said people say now, like, you know, we don't say nothing to these little kids, little boy, little girl, because they strapped at 11 years old.
Yeah, is it true?
You say something just trying to give them some, you know, hey, young man, don't do that. They pull out a pistol and shoot you.
It's like over at the park the other day. I heard a commotion. I go outside, get ready to check the mailbox, and the park commission folks don't actually. We had a gate on the thing, but they don't chain the thing together. and they clearly after jumping down, jumping up and down on the gate. I come up and say, man, y'all don't do that. Y'all jumping on the gate. We ain't jumping on no gate. Okay, I guess I'm damn near blind, and I am with good taste. I ain't completely blind. I say I can see it in the camera when you doing it. These little shit is crazy, man. We got a long way to go. Then we got some good ones out here too. We ain't gonna do it all like that though. So it's crazy.
It's just like, but it's and this one, we talked about how the media, man, how the media captures all of the bad stuff that happens. Like, and it seems like people do the same thing. Like they had their camera on ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Queen, it definitely starts at home, but they had their camera on ready to record some mess getting ready to pop off.
Yep.
But ain't nobody sharing the good stuff that these kids are doing.
Yep.
They don't share the honor society programs and stuff where the kids are getting. They ain't sharing that.
Nope.
They did. Oh, little Billy just slapped his teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Quan just got to fight in the classroom. They ain't showing the positive stuff that the kids doing. But it's the same thing, and like we only see the negative. That's why I really stopped watching the news, because it seemed like all the news highlighted was all of the bad stuff. Just like I told you, we did the homeless tent drive for Thanksgiving, and we was out there at that park, and all those people was out there, these different little organizations out there feeding the homeless and providing the homeless with clothes and all that. It was not one news media outlet out there. Not a one news media outlet was out there in the park with us while we was feeding the homeless, clothing the homeless, providing tents and all necessities to these homeless. With nobody out there, no media.
Well, the thing about it is, bro, they just keep it all the way a book. That type of stuff don't get no ratings. You don't keep your news up. You compete against all the other news. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why it don't. And I think we watch it just because of how they be acting. But Fox 13 is horrible. I'm talking about they drive stuff in the ground. I'm talking about over and over and over again. I'm like, dude, is it just not in the news? I just supposed to have the morning news supposed to run, but I'm talking about literally. It is like I think what's his name? Man. I think Ford just got indicted to go to jail. Man, I'm talking about they shared their man. I know 15 times.
You talking about Ford?
Yeah. Okay, 2-3 times. Boom. Okay, but the whole hour they on, they're gonna do at least 8 times.
Because you gotta understand, the Ford family has always been a prominent family in the city of Memphis. We done had mayors, we done had congressmen, we done had all this stuff, right? And we're congressmen. And they've had a lot of political seats, and so the minute one of them do something, what was that? Was that John in the media a long time ago?
Yeah, I love.
It's like let's highlight it, bam,
Yeah.
So but it's that's highlighting all of the negative stuff, and we don't never pull out any of the positive stuff. What about the 10 funeral homes that they have throughout the city of Memphis that they provide service to everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Won't care about that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? But most of us call on them as soon as our loved ones expire. We call on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then laugh at them when they're in the news. Come on, man.
That's why I don't share none of those. When folks get to fighting on these videos, that's why I don't share those fighting videos. I don't care how funny it may be, who got who, and all that. I do not share that, bro. I can't stand it, especially when there be a lot of women. I can't stand it, bro. Like, what's the and the folks just you don't know if something gonna happen to you or not. You just standing there. One of the videos I seen, dude was like, he was just standing there. These folks throwing plates and everything.
I was talking to a man. I'm trying to think. I don't know if he was. He said they was on a trip or something, and he said it was like, a handful of black people, and there was a bunch of white people, and he said wherever they were, there were a lot. Bears could come out of nowhere, so wherever they was this day, they was inside this building, and this what you call them, park ranger or whatever was in there with them. And then he said, the park ranger went out there. He said, please don't go out there. He said, there's a grizzly bear on the porch. He said all the black people in the room ran away from the door trying to find somewhere else to hide. He said all the white people grabbed their phones and cameras and ran towards the door.
Wow.
He said the writer turned around and said, "This is not a photo opportunity. It's a grizzly bear. He will kill you.
Right.
I mean, unalive you. I'm sorry. Facebook, social media. He will unalive you."
Mm-hmm.
But it was just the fact that they were running to the door instead of away from the door. They run into the danger. And so, just like you said, people will sit out there while people are doing stuff, and they the ones get caught, get the worst of it because they sitting there videoing instead of getting away. When I see something pop off, I'm going the other way because you don't know what's going to go down. I'm not going to the mess. I'm going away from the mess.
That's crazy. Well, you know how we here though. Even in the scary movies or something pop off, you can act like you running, and everybody gonna run. I remember one time we went to the Southern Heritage Classic one time, and people they was known for doing this at the game. Right. Dudes started just stomping his feet and acting like something was going on, and man, folks got ran over and everything,
and trampled over and everything. But that's playing. Anyway, man, it's time to clock that tea, man. Let's clock that tea with our girl Queen Watkins. So without further ado, Queen, let's clock it.
Good morning. Y'all know what time it is. Put them thumbs down, fingers up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl Queen Watkins. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to get into this tea, okay? Have y'all seen the interview with the two men that are incarcerated together that's in Alabama? One of them that's in a relationship. One of the men's name is Tony, but he changed his name to Precious while he was incarcerated. And the other guy's name is Marquise. Now, put two and two together, Precious is the female in the relationship. So they were doing an interview, and Precious is in love with Marquise. Do you hear me? He didn't got his name tatted, Marquise name tatted on his leg. Yeah, he's serving Marquise his coffee, tea, whatever they allowed to drink. But he was serving it to him. Marquise was sitting up. Precious was rubbing his feet. So it was a time for the Precious guy's interview. And he was basically saying how in love he is with Marquise, how he would marry him if he was able to. Yeah, he got 2 wedding rings on his finger. One of them was Marquise's and one was his. Why you got both of them on? Why Marquise ain't got the other one? But anywho, it was old boy Marquise' turn for his interview. Mind you, y'all, they not hiding that they have sexual intercourse together at all. They're not hiding that. But Marquise said in his interview that he prefers women. He don't prefer men. He just doing that while he's incarcerated. He said he don't know what we call it, but he said he don't like men like that. He like feminine men though, to give him the illusion that he's a woman, but he don't like men. He said, "Are we gonna call it homosexual, gay?" But he don't like them. Baby, you're bisexual. You like men and women. And you better tell them women when you get out, I don't know how much time you got, you better let them women know you like men as well. I don't care how much you imagine while you hitting from the back that that's a woman. Baby, that's a man. In prison, outside of prison, I don't care if his name was Precious, Peaches, or Plums. Baby, that's still a man. And he boldly on camera, yeah, I prefer women. So what you gonna tell Precious? Precious is in love with you. What you gonna tell Precious if y'all get out around the same time and Precious wanna marry you for real? What you gonna tell him?
Precious gonna
all right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have. Make sure y'all tune in to 2 Minute Hits Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. And don't forget to stay tuned for Clock That Tea with your girl, Queen Watkins. Y'all, time is winding down for the Two Men in Hats networking event. Y'all, please go ahead, get your tickets. Reach out, get your tickets, y'all. April 5th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Yeah, we gonna have an amazing time. So y'all make sure y'all are there. Be there or be square. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Yeah.
There you go. So
I'm not gay no more. I like women's.
I want to add that, bro. I gotta share that, bro, because that y'all just we can't make this stuff up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we cannot make this stuff up.
Mm.
Here we go.
Here you go, man. I got on my band and his. That's mine. That's his. I love him, and if I could marry him in the state of Alabama, I would. I got his name on me right there. Come on, baby.
While Precious and Marquise freely admit to having a sexual relationship in prison, Marquise says he prefers women.
I'm in prison. There's no women in here, but there are men that want to be women, so I have to deal with it while I'm in here. I'm straight. I mean, I like feminine men, so however you want to look at it, as you call it, being a homosexual, you being gay, everybody had a different word. But as far as in here, he's a woman and I'm a man.
Marquise, your lunch is ready. That ass boy. Ladies, dish y'all baby daddies when they get locked up. Bobby ain't just saying it. I just showed y'all the video. There's some of y'all baby daddies when they got to do real time.
Damn. I have no words. I have no words. But as a former correctional officer, I've seen it. I've seen it so many times where them guys come to jail and they feminine guys and they get turned out. And next thing you know, they walking around here with their shirts tied up in the front, switching and everything else and doing everything, and they be in love with them dudes.
Oh, little tank.
Like they literally be in love with them dudes, and they will fight another. They will create get in another altercation with another guy about that female. I mean that male inmate, that feminine male inmate. So I've seen it. I've witnessed it. So it's something to see. I can tell you that.
So do you think they just do like that when they have more time than they were supposed to have, or that they had got more time? Do they just succumb to that? Do you think they was already doing some of that before they got in there?
Yeah, I think it was something that that's always been in you, in terms of the guys that are pursuing the ones that are feminine, because where I was, it was a minimum security, even though we did house state inmates on the Upper East End. We housed state inmates that had time, but we kept them separate from the regular inmates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of those inmates, other inmates, you're talking 3 to 5 years, maybe 5-6 years, something like that, and some of them less than that. And you trying to tell me that if you got a 2-year bid or 18 months, you can't wait 18 months? You go in that shower and get you some soap and You know, I'm just saying.
Queen in timeout, Doc. She in timeout. We put her in timeout. I don't even want to show. I don't even want to show that.
But those are things that I've seen. And that young man. Okay, let's go back to that young man. That video we was talking about. They got out the car in his mama business. That's where he headed, and he gonna be somebody's Marquise. Nah, what's the other Precious? He gonna be somebody Precious.
Wow, it's deep.
Why he's so bad? He gonna be somebody Precious.
Wow.
Cause one thing I can tell you, just from working there, you got some guys that are incarcerated that just don't play.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I forget what
they just like.
I forgot what the young man did, but I think I give had an altercation with, and somebody ended up getting murdered, unalive, and the dude was supposed to be so hard and you know supposed to be this this known person to be this, this, and the third, and when they gave him their sentence, bro, that boy turned into everything but hard.
Yeah, it's different, man. When you that comes a reality where you gotta actually you finna do this time. I was watching what's them when Memphis had that what was it? What they call this show?
Another 48 hours. I mean another 48, whatever it was.
48. When we was on that first 48, I watched a young man one time. They called him Lil Man or something. And so what he was doing was he had this girl setting guys up to meet her at the hotel, and then they would rob the guy and all this stuff, right? So they end up and that's how they found him. So they end up robbing this guy, but the guy got away and they shot at him, and I think he got hit in the leg or something. But anyway, he got away. And so, of course, he went straight to the police, right? But then, so I guess they decided to take a break, and it was a restaurant or some across the street or Wendy's or whatever. But anyway, he ended up shooting this guy that was in the trying to rob this guy to drive through, and he ended up unaliving the guy. And so they tracked him down by the first person that he tried to rob. They tracked him down by that. But when they got him, bro, and they have him in jail, and they told him, "Wow, we know it was you. We got your footage, we got the testimony, we got the person you tried to rob first, all that stuff, right?" Man, when they started telling that man how much time he was gonna get, and his mama ended up coming down, and they let his mama talk. His mama went in there, fat man, did you do that? Did you do? Yeah, mama. She said, "Well, baby, you gonna have to do that." And that joke was crying like a baby, but he was big and bad when he was out there pulling that trigger.
Man, I swear. That's crazy, bro.
Man.
We live in a crazy world, Doc.
Yeah, bro.
But you know what though? You said something earlier, bro. And since that's our plight, I want to say this to some of the parents that there's some of our viewers and listeners and all that thing. If you have young people in your family and they're doing positive things, and I want to highlight them. I want us to highlight them because we gotta some kind of way change the trajectory of the highlight of what we're doing. Like even if that video was real or fake, the whole video was about the young man being disrespectful. And we have so much more than that going on in our world. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter in Lillaville, we was talking about this earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff that, Tony and Tage are a little older, but at the same time, if they 15 years old, we're small here. We just want to highlight, somewhat.
Send us a video. Send us a video.
Because we gotta. It's all in our hands to change what's going on, and I don't. Every time you turn on social media, bro, it's like it's always something negative, bro. Like all the time.
Matter of fact, even if it ain't a video, if it's a picture of them holding up their honor roll or something, you want to highlight them.
Yes,
Send
please.
send it to our inbox. Tell us that person's name, that kid's name, and all that. What school, if they honor roll, whatever it is, whatever the
Yeah,
wonderful
man.
thing that they've done. Send
We
it to
got
us, and we're gonna highlight that on the show.
yeah,
for
man.
people.
This no, come on, man. You know, some will, some won't, but we gonna make a difference, bro. Like that ain't this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Doc.
All right, man. This podcast meet and greet networking event, man. The 2 Men That Has podcast meet and greet networking event is April the 5th from 12 to 4 p.m. At the Alpha Memphis Education Foundation building, 4122 Bar in Memphis, Tennessee. $25 in advance, 30 to the door, man. We're gonna have a live podcast. We're gonna be networking with each other. We're gonna have vendors in the building, man. I'm excited about it. I am so excited about it. And man, we need y'all there, man. We want to pack that place out, man. And we want you guys to invite people that are not normally at our podcast or that don't normally show up during the morning hours. We recognize that some people are at work right now on their way to work, may not be able to tune in, listen in. We hope they're listening in maybe from the car or whatever. But if you're not able to listen in and you want to actually catch a live show, man, we're going to do a live show and we're going to get the chance to just walk around, meet and greet with everybody, just network and have a good time. So we definitely invite you guys to do that. You can cash out us for your ticket, man. If you want your cash out, $, 2 Men in Hats 2024. And man, it's just a blessing to be able to do it. $, 2 Men in Hats 2024. Queen says Junior anointed Auntie Tracy Carr when she came over. He anoints my head every night before bed. Honor student, very polite, mature, respectfully. Will help anyone he can. My boy makes me proud. Awesome.
Yeah, man. There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. All right, man. We got to get ready to get out of here, man. But look, man, yeah. Queen said something earlier, man. It starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
We got to. Man, we got to, bro. We got to make a difference, man, with these young folk, man. If you got young people at your house, whether it be your kids, your grandkids, your nephews, your nieces, man, try to talk to these kids, man, and talk to them with love. I ain't talking about cussing them out, yelling at them, screaming at them. Talk to them with love and show them that they love, bro. Because if you don't show them, the streets will.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't show them that you love them, the streets gonna show them.
Yep.
So make sure you're showing these children that you love them, man, that you know, and start highlighting some of the positive things they do and recognizing some of that, showing up at their events at school. Or just showing up every now and then when you off, go up to the school and check on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when they know you care, bro, it makes a difference in the world, man. All the difference in the world. But when they feel like, I'm telling you, just because you at home with them every day don't mean nothing. I say it all the time. You could be there and still not be present.
Yeah, Doc.
You got to be present in them children's life, man. You can be there every day, but you so wrapped up in the bills, the comfort creatures of life, and them not sitting on your furniture, them not touching this, and don't mess up my kitchen, and it's mine. And they don't feel like they belong because you ain't showing them no love. You there every day with them.
Yeah. I will, Miss Phillips, I hear what you're saying, but I know for myself personally, I know for, I would even say this. Some years ago when my children were still at another school, and I have to kind of keep this confidential, but it was something that really happened bad in Memphis. It's kind of old now, but I mentor one of the opposed that have been bad children coming from a bad family, and he wouldn't listen to nobody else but me. And now that young man is doing a whole lot better. I happened to run upon one of his family members a little while ago. And for what he went through and what he went through with his family, I feel like I played a part in his life. So, the scripture teaches us one man planted, one man watered it, but God gives the increase. Don't worry about the seed. Just do what you're supposed to do. I promise you, it's going to come back around again. I see so many young people that I've said things to and you'll be amazed. They come back and say, you know what? Thank you for what you said to me. Thank you for what you done for me. I can say about my brother Tony. When I first met him, just about Lil Bob, Jaron, Lil Mario, what's the name that got killed? I'm sorry, on the line. But all those young men used to be at that main house, and I promise you, I know we played a part. And then we turned around and started SOS Ministries. We mentored a lot of young preachers that are pastors now.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say that. They come Monica.
Phyllis said my grandson sent me a picture of his swollen feet from marching 3 days at the Mardi Gras. I mean, send us a picture of him marching. I don't want to see his swollen feet, but send us a picture of him marching. We don't want to see his swollen feet, but
at least you know it's no positive. He have his feet swollen.
Right. Monica says, good morning. It's so different now because social media doesn't give them a chance to be who they want to be. From the cartoons, TV, and music videos, etc. It's in their face. Yep. Phyllis Holloway Hill, I know he did his thing. Yep. Yeah. So, it's really crazy though. Like it's really crazy that these children are not getting the accolades. They're not getting the love that they should be getting. And then when they go out here and shoot off and pop off, then we want they're a good kid. And then you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell us nothing that was good about him. But he's a good kid. I don't know what happened. This is what they say. I don't know. I'm at home with him every day. And you didn't know he had that AK-47 in his bedroom? And you there every day?
Right.
Oh, you didn't know he had the big mason jar full of paraphernalia in his room? Come on now. Because you said, we try to respect our children and we try to give them, we respect them to the point that we don't go in their rooms because that's those when we have boundaries and we respect the boundaries. We don't go in their rooms and we don't touch their things. Negative. That's my room. I pay them bills. That's my room. My kids will tell you, I went through their room, boy, shoot. I used to go through there, go through the drawers, lift up the mattresses, go up their pillowcases. Man, I went into everything. Phyllis said, I know it was Queens, I know he did his thing. Monica said they are on auto parenting, parenting us 24/7, 365. Phyllis said that's true. I never had anyone disrespect me. We can definitely make a difference in their life. Yeah, we have to. We have to make a difference, man. We have to reach out to these children and tell them that we really love them, we care for them. Not just be in the house, but be present in their lives, and show them that we really care about what they doing and how they doing it. Show up at these events, man. Make some sacrifices. You take off work to go on that trip with the girls' trip. Take off to go up there till they hello.
Oh.
You take off from work for a week to go on a girls' trip, but you can't take out one day to go up to your child's school to sit in on their program that they in. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on, close us up out of here, bro. I done got in my feelings.
Hey, sometimes it take that, Doc.
I done got in my feelings, man.
Yep, sometimes it take that. But again, let us reiterate that if you got something going on with your children, it don't have to be your children. It might be, somebody that you could be having a relationship with your neighbors and their children. Whatever it is, we want to highlight. We want to make sure they're going forward. We want to make this a highlight for these young people and what they're doing positively in their neighborhoods, in their community, in their families, in their churches, whatever they're doing. So you can tell how me and Tony was on one accord with it ASAP. So flesh and blood didn't reveal it. All right, let us pray. Most gracious eternal God, our Father, Lord God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time. Thank you for waking us up this morning, giving us a reasonable portion of health and strength, clothing us in our right mind. I thank you for life and thank you for life more abundantly. Lord, continue to look down on these children, this generation that's growing up. Lord God, you touch their minds and the spirit, touch their families, that they are coming together, whatever they're going through. Continue to touch every family that's collectively here watching with us, Lord God. Thank you for Tony and everything that he's doing on his job and everything that he's going to continue to do with me on in the podcast and Queen. Continue to touch every listener and viewer, Lord God, that would fellowship with us. And we actually do this in your darling son Jesus' name. And we said amen.
Amen, man. We'll see y'all in the morning. Same bad time.
Same bad place.
2 Men in Hats. Let's talk about it.
It's the 2 Men in Hats podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock That He. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Men in Hats podcast.